But yeah, I was a little banged up. Nothing serious though. Just need to sit down a little bit, let everything heal up. But I'm doing a lot better now.
After a bunch of treatments, I mean, you're going to be ready to go for the first game, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely be ready to go.
What has this team been working on the most over the last few weeks in preparation for the first scrimmage?
Mostly defense and rebounding. Those are two things that coach has been mentioning a lot. Two things that we need to get back to doing on a superb level. So that's been the focus mostly in practice.
How's shooting for everybody?
Shooting's been fun. You know, a lot of people knocking down shots, spending a lot of time in the jump. People that we're counting on to make shots are making shots, and that's the biggest thing. But everybody's working hard, so come around.
As you guys just ready to play a game in front of people?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody's excited to get the season going. Practice is war, 3 hours, so we're definitely ready to get out there and put it to use.
About Dev, talk about him. I know the guy you've been boosting and pumping up a little bit. How's he been playing?
Dev's been great. He's definitely been making his home in the paint. That's something that we definitely need him to do this year. He's been leading and stepping up, talking a lot to the guys, especially the bigs that had to sit out last year. So he's been more of a leader this year. He's been more vocal, and he's maturing a lot.
Well, does it feel like a better defensive team? Do you think you guys are?
Yeah, I think we're better defensively. A lot of the guys we brought in are, extra athletic, so they make up for a lot of stuff we didn't have in the past. A lot of block shots, reading the passing lane, just guarding a man one-on-one. We have a good team this year defensively, better than we've had in the past.
Do you think those new guys are going to be able to help Devin? I know last year he got ganged up on a little bit. Are those guys going to take some pressure off him?
Yeah, definitely. John, Elijah, Brandon, even Brandon, but especially John and Elijah. Both of them will be, I feel like, impact players from the start. They give us a lot of stuff that we didn't have last year. They're both competitors. They play hard and they have a lot of skills, so I think they'll definitely complement Dev down there.
Give you stuff you can have. You mean defensively, offensively?
Both. Yeah. Last year we were just limited to Dev, basically. This year we have two more scoring threats. They help us on the defensive end. They block shots, and they just make a difference in the paint.
Well, I know there's not a whole lot you can say about the scrimmage from Saturday, but was there anything that surprised you, or maybe that you guys were better than what you thought, or worse than what you thought at, or anything?
I'm not allowed to talk about that, so you guys have to find that out.
Juwan, what's been the learning curve been like for some of these junior college guys? Have they come along a little bit faster than you thought, or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, in my opinion, they're coming along very fast. It's hard to learn all the concepts that we have here. We have so many, and I'm sure they're different than a lot of schools, but they're picking them up fast. They're eager to be out here, giving 110%, and that's the easy. That's the hard part right there, is giving it your all. As long as you play hard, everything else will fall into place, and I think that's what's happening.
What about leadership you've taken personally with this group?
Well, I've just tried to talk to them a lot. It's the coach's job, primary job, to do the yelling. So I try to come in and give them an extra voice, or just tell them another way to look at it, and try to encourage them a little bit more, especially with the guards, Juwan and Dax and Tariq. Just try to stay in their ear a lot, because they're going to be handling the ball a lot. So just trying to let them know everything that I know that can help them out, and ways to stay out of trouble on the court.
Do you go out of your way a lot to talk to these guys, the new ones and the ones that have been with you?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially if I see a guy that's kind of down on himself, that I know he's better than what he's playing. I just try to tell him, just play your game. Don't try to think too much. Just let it be natural. Just because I feel like that works the most for me. So just try to step in and encourage him a little bit.
Juwan, 2 years ago, the team didn't handle adversity all that well. Last year there were good points, bad points. This team, what's your gut feeling on how this team will handle adversity and down points in the season?
Well, our guys are very competitive this year. I would say more competitive than we've been in the past, so I think that's one factor that'll help us a lot. I think we have better athletes and better natural players, so I feel like that'll help us in some situations that we struggled in last year. And then leadership. We don't have much leadership, but I've been playing, Gary's been playing, so it's going to take guys like us, even Devin, to step up and show everybody else how things are supposed to go.
This team's talked about having better chemistry. Does that help when it comes to things like that?
Yeah, chemistry definitely helps. When you know somebody on and off the court, or the tendency, it helps you understand them better. helps you kind of guess what they're going to be thinking about, or I mean, it all meshes well when you have good chemistry.
But playing together. You see that team, the guys playing together, even the new guys?
Yeah, I would say we're playing together well. We've been making a lot of extra passes, and that's something that doesn't usually happen early because everybody's usually trying to go for theirs. But we've been having unselfish practices, guys getting each other open and looking for each other more. So I would say, yeah, we're playing very unselfish together.
Juwan, how about you yourself? I mean, I know you've been to a bunch of camps this summer, and what were some of the things that they wanted you to work on, things that you've seen in your game that you want to work on specifically?
We'll definitely want to keep improving my outside shot. But one of the biggest things that I learned over the summer was just how to be a complete point guard on and off the court. As far as being a leader, trying to be that extension of a coach on the floor, knowing how to encourage your teammates, when to get on them, when to pick them up. That's mostly what I've learned this summer, just being around a lot of guys with experience and a lot of guys telling you what's going to be needed for you to make it at the next level.
How much can things get better for you personally? I mean, leading the Big 12 in scoring last year, how can that?
Well, first thing, we can win more games. That's our main focus. I'm not really concerned with my personal accolades, just as far as I want to get the team better. I want to do something that I haven't done personally with us playing in the NCAA tournament. So that's my main focus, and I want to do anything I can to help the team get there. So I'm not really focused on personal.